Hey, it's mRandom 101, and today I have another Japanese manga haul. I also have the Kimetsu no Yaiba art book, and I will actually make a separate video where I cover this more in depth, so I will link that in the description. Alright, moving on. I now have volumes 13 to 23 from Kimetsu no Yaiba, also known as Demon Slayer. All right, I love like the floral patterns from the back. I love just like the overall presentation style, and the character designs are very iconic as well. So yeah. Volume 16. All right. Volume 18. Volume 19. Volume 20. '21. '22. And finally 23 to complete the series. You know, I mentioned it before on the channel. Kimetsu just is one of my favorite shonen manga. I really enjoyed my time reading it. I'm just very happy to see how big the manga became. It really makes me very, very happy, so yeah. I also picked up Kimetsu no Yaiba Gaiden. This is actually done by a different author. I did read a one-shot from this same author called Bose, and I think it even became like a serialization, but it was short-lived, so that's interesting. And yeah, I just love the art style. It's like a different interpretation of Kimetsu. And these are actually pretty solid mini stories, like two-part one-shots that focus on, well, Giyu. This is like shortly after he encounters Tanjiro in the beginning of the manga. And when it comes to Rengoku's little story, this is basically kind of like, it is somewhat of a prequel since it covers how he became a pillar, or the mission that he was on, so he became a pillar. And it has other fun tidbits and stuff like that. It also includes Kimetsu no Aima. This is like a one-page kind of like 4 thing that would release a new chapter online whenever a episode of the anime would come out. So there are like 26 of these short stories, and they typically just relate to the events of the episode. This isn't anything too fancy, but it's a nice little thing that they included. Also, the online version of this is like in color, as a side note. I also wanted to show off this really beautiful just spread page with the pillars. Since I quite enjoyed these, I wouldn't mind if more of these one-shots come out whenever the new season drops, in like the fall season, so yeah, we'll see. I also have the second fan book for Kimetsu. I mainly bought this since it actually has like the special chapter with Rengoku, and this released with the occasion of like the film coming out in theaters. This basically covers the first mission that Rengoku ever went on, and it's drawn by the author Gotouge. I guess with this I'm also going to just show off the artwork from the series. It's a very short chapter, but I wanted to have it. Plus this also has some other mini comics, nothing too long, but I think that's fun. By going a little bit back, you also have this mini story, and I wanted to show it off really quickly. Also, about the special Rengoku chapter, this was also distributed in Volume 0, and that came out in movie theaters in Japan when the Infinity Train film initially came out. So you can also look that up online if maybe you want to buy that instead of the fan book. Of course, since this is a fan book, it has a bunch of info and trivia about the characters, and I think it also has some information regarding what happens to the characters after the conclusion of the series. Either way, hopefully someone translates this. Oh, at the end you also have this mini set of cards, or they're stickers, I'm not sure. And I know this is like a bookmark that is supposed to look like Tanjiro's earring. That's a fun little detail. At the beginning, you also have some color pages, so I guess I should show those off really quick. It's mostly just events from the manga, it seems. I also picked up Gotouge's one-shot collection. This has 4 one-shots, basically, that were published before Kimetsu was serialized. The first one-shot was actually more or less a prototype to what would eventually become Kimetsu. And this was not serialized initially since it was just too dark all the way through. And, well, eventually we got Kimetsu, so it all worked out in the end. Interesting to see some of these elements that, just stuck through till the end. Here's some of the other one-shots. Only 2 out of these 4 have been translated, so hopefully one day someone actually goes ahead and translates all of them. This is what the volumes look like under the slipcovers. I will also do a close-up shot in a few moments. This is what everything looks like on the back. Okay, here is a close-up shot with the backs of the volumes. Sorry for the glare, I can't do much about it. Each volume has its own characteristic symbol, which is cool. Also, each volume has its own specific color, and the floral pattern looks really cool. Okay. Of course, the one-shot collection has something else, but moving on. All right, and here is the front. You just typically have these very cute illustrations. It's a nice touch, what can I say? Very wholesome stuff overall, and near the end, things get emotional. I really like the one from volume 23. It's just so cute. Alright, I thought it would be kind of fun if I ended the video off by showing the little crocodile illustrations. Well, except for this one. Basically, this is the mascot that the author uses. I have spoken about the Kimetsu series before on my channel. Overall, I will say, if you're in the mood for a really awesome dark fantasy battle shonen manga that is filled with just great action, a lot of emotional, tragic moments, and a series that just has a very unique and appealing art style, just give this a try if you're in the mood. Or you can watch the anime, that's also a good choice. Thanks for watching the video, bye!